Hello, welcome to our I Wonder presentation by Mindy Sutherland and Camille Wright. For this case study observation, we plan to go visit Mindy's mentor teacher in her math summer camp in Tustin that caters to the Title I schools in the area. This summer she's going to be teaching first graders who need a little bit of extra support in math to help prepare them for second grade. For our case study project, our initial wonderments really just have to do with cooperative learning, technology, and hands-on learning.
So when we talk about cooperative learning, we're really interested to see how these groups work, what groups best help our students, and what we can do to provide the most support for English learners as far as these groups are concerned.
In my student teaching, my mentor teacher used base grouping where she had math partners that they would do for counting collections. And so I'm wondering if this teacher will use a similar strategy with her students over summer school, especially because this is going to be a math camp.
So when doing our brainstorming for this project, I wanted to look at project-based learning and cooperative learning and technology because my mentor teacher used those strategies in her classroom all the time. And while in the student teaching experience, I was looking at those from the teaching strategies perspective, I want to also look at it from the learner's perspective, and I think that this is a great opportunity to be able to do that.
We know according to the cooperative learning theory that there is a variety of ways that students can be grouped, and when it comes to English learners, we want to see what types of grouping they're placed in and how they're able to learn with their peers, whether that is grouping them with people who are able to speak their native language in order to help translate for the English learner, or if that's grouping them with someone who has higher abilities and seeing if it helps the English learner in that way.
Another thing that I wondered about was hands-on learning. I know that some students can really be impacted positively through hands-on learning, but then what kind of hands-on learning works best for the students is what I really wonder. So I know that there's manipulatives, there's STEM engineering projects. What works best for students learning as far as hands-on learning is concerned? So some of the research questions that we've come up with based on our wonderments include: how does cooperative learning impact student learning?
Our second question we brought it down to was, how can technology help English learners engage with the academic content? From our experience working in this district, we know that they pretty much have a one-to-one iPad ratio, so we think that those will probably be incorporated in some way.
And lastly, our third question asks, how do hands-on learning activities impact student focus? When describing the third question in more detail, I think it's important to realize that some teachers may not be giving their students the hands-on learning that they necessarily need. So I'm interested to see how these students are accepting hands-on learning.
This question also kind of relates to the experiential learning theory.
Thank you so much for listening to our I Wonder proposal.